What's up everybody, I'm Logan from Sleepopolis.com and today I'll be reviewing the GhostBed 3D Matrix. I'll go over what it's made of, run some tests, and finally give my pros and cons, but to start I want to talk about what it feels like. Now the first thing I like to talk about when discussing the feel of a bed is the support level of the mattress. I'm going to give the GhostBed 3D Matrix a 6.5 out of 10 on the firmness scale. That puts it squarely in the medium firmness zone, so it's a nice mix of support and pressure relief. If you're lying on your back, your weight's evenly distributed. I found that it did a good job of supporting my hips while still letting me sink in for a nice kind of contouring feel from the memory foam in the comfort layer. We'll take a closer look at the materials a little bit later on in the review, but I do have to say that even though I was kind of sinking into that memory foam, as I roll around, change positions, there's a nice bounce to this mattress. I didn't feel stuck at any point. I definitely feel more on top of the 3D Matrix than sunken into it, so that's a nice plus for the combo sleepers out there. I will also say that I felt like the 3D Matrix did a really good job of dissipating my body heat. I felt like I slept really cool throughout. A lot of times with memory foam mattresses, it'll trap a lot of body heat, causing you to get sweaty, overheat during the middle of the night. But GhostBed takes a lot of care in all of their mattresses to help you sleep cool throughout the night. Now rolling onto my side, I did feel like there was some slightly raised pressure. If you are a strict side sleeper, you'll probably like a softer mattress so you can sink further in for pressure relief. I think if you are a combo sleeper, you spend part of the night on your back, part of the night on your side, you're gonna be okay here. But I did feel like I was a little jammed up at the shoulders while I spent a little bit more time on my side. We'll take a closer look at pressure later on in the review. It's just something I wanted to have you kind of think about during the review. And finally, as I rolled onto my stomach, I felt like my hips were sinking a little bit into the memory foam comfort layer. That's a problem with a lot of memory foam mattresses. For stomach sleepers, you're gonna sink in, it's gonna throw your back out of alignment. So if you are a strict stomach sleeper, probably gonna wanna find something with a little firmer support. Now to give you a better idea of what's going on with the GhostBed 3D Matrix, I've pulled back the cover so you can see the materials used and the layers of it. Now first, speaking of the cover, it has kind of a nice soft feel to it. It seems pretty thin, pretty breathable. I think it has some rayon or phase change material in there to help it be a bit more breathable and help it sleep a bit cooler. Now directly below the cover we have the comfort layer, which is a gel memory foam. You can see that slow response to pressure there. Memory foam is known for allowing you to sink into the mattress, give you that contouring feeling around your body. It's really great for pressure relief. Something that it's also known for though is trapping body heat, so it can sleep a little bit hot. The gel infusion in this layer will help to draw heat away from the sleeper. Now something else that's kind of interesting about this layer here on the 3D Matrix, you can see that it is convoluted. Generally that helps with breathability. Further into the mattress though, they have an actual kind of gel layer over the top of this layer, which is going to help draw heat even more away from the sleeper, help this mattress sleep a lot cooler. Now below that we have these two layers, which are kind of transition layers of polyfoam. You can see they have a quicker response to pressure. You're still gonna be able to sink into them. Now what that means is you're gonna get some nice pressure relief, but you're not gonna feel stuck as you're rolling around, changing positions. They're gonna react a bit quicker to pressure, and they're gonna be a bit firmer than the gel memory foam. So as you sink deeper into the mattress, you're starting to get some cradling support, so you don't go directly from that really soft gel memory foam into the support center of the mattress, which is made up of pocketed coils. Now pocketed coils give you this really nice bounce that you can see there, so it's gonna help with mobility. They're gonna provide support so your hips don't sink too far into the mattress. And also they are individually wrapped, so they're going to kind of react differently than a traditional inner spring mattress would. They're going to be a bit better at isolating motion transfer. Now instead of just taking my word on the feel of the GhostBed 3D Matrix, I like to run a few tests on all the mattresses that I review so you get a more objective look at the bed. The first one is the pressure map test, and just like it sounds, I put a pressure map down on top of the mattress, lie down in a few positions, and you'll see the results next to me ranging from blue for low pressure to red for high pressure. Now as I lie down on my back, it's blue across the board. I'm pretty much expecting that out of all bed-in-a-box mattresses that I test, so it's good to see that the 3D Matrix is performing up to standard there. The interesting part comes when I roll onto my side. If you'll remember, I said I did feel a little bit of pressure building when I was on my side during the testing portion of the review. And you can see here that the pressure goes into the yellow range, which means higher pressure. Generally, I think of blue and green as acceptable pressure ranges for the side sleepers out there, but you can see that that yellow is going to be a little bit higher pressure if you're someone who has shoulder trouble or is a strict side sleeper that's looking for a plush feel. You might want to look at maybe the GhostBed Flex or the GhostBed Luxe, which have softer feels. I'll touch on those a little bit bit later on in the review. Now rolling onto my stomach, again, my weight's evenly distributed in this position. You can see it's blue across the board, but I gotta say, it doesn't tell the whole story. For these stomach sleepers, like I said before, I did feel my hips sink into the memory foam just a little bit, and over time that can cause aches and pains in your lower back. So if you are a strict stomach sleeper, you're also probably gonna wanna find something that's a little bit firmer than the 3D Matrix here. Now, another test that I like to run is the bounce test. Basically, it's going to tell you if you're going to feel stuck in the layers of a mattress. I found that the 3D Matrix had really great mobility, really good bounce to it. If you're someone who changes positions a lot throughout the night, I think the combo sleepers are going to feel really comfortable, feeling more on top of the 3D Matrix than in it. Definitely didn't have to fight to change position at any point when I was sleeping on the 3D Matrix. And finally, my last test is a motion transfer test. And basically, I put a seismometer down on one side of the mattress, and that checks to see disturbance. And on the other side of the mattress, where a partner might be sleeping, I drop a 10-pound steel ball from heights of 4, 8, and 12 inches to simulate someone kind of getting into and out of bed, rolling around in the middle of the night, and that seismometer is going to check to see how much disturbance goes across the bed with each of those movements. I was pretty impressed with the ability of the 3D Matrix to isolate motion transfer. So if you do share your bed with a restless sleeper, I think you're going to be able to sleep through the night pretty easily as they roll around and change position. The 3D Matrix is just the latest model in the GhostBed mattress line, so I want to touch briefly on the other GhostBed mattresses. First up is the original GhostBed. It's an all-foam mattress. It's got a nice medium firmness that I like for the combo sleepers out there, and it's actually got pretty impressive durability for an all-foam mattress. Next up is the GhostBed Luxe. It's also all-foam, but it's a bit more of a luxury option. It's got a really plush feel that I like for side sleepers, and it's specifically built with the idea of sleeping cool in mind. And finally, the GhostBed Flex is also a hybrid like the 3D Matrix, so it's a mixture of foam and coil layers. It's got good bounce. I like it for the back and side combo sleepers, and I think it does a really good job of isolating motion transfers, so it's a good option for the couples out there. Now, those are really quick hits on the 3 other GhostBed mattresses, so if you're interested in going on deeper dives on any of them, you can Google Sleepopolis and GhostBed review to see my full thoughts there. Now, before I end the review, I want to give you some of my pros and cons for the GhostBed 3D Matrix. First up, reasons I would recommend it to you include if you are a combo sleeper. It's got that nice medium firmness, so a good mix of support and pressure relief, and also some really great bounce and mobility, so you're going to be able to change positions without feeling stuck in the mattress. I would also recommend it to you if you're worried about overheating during the middle of the night. I think that the materials used in the 3D Matrix do a really good job of dissipating that body heat, helping you sleep cool throughout the night. And finally, I was also impressed with its ability to isolate motion transfer. So if you do share your bed with a restless sleeper, this bed is going to help you sleep through the night without being disturbed as they change positions. Now, some of my cons or complaints with the GhostBed 3D Matrix is that if you are a side sleeper, I think it's going to be just a little bit too firm. During the pressure map portion of the review, we saw the pressure map go into that yellow range, which again is high pressure. I felt a little jammed up at the shoulders. If you are a side sleeper looking at the GhostBed mattresses, you might want to check out the GhostBed Flex, which again is a hybrid build like the 3D Matrix but has a little bit of a softer feel, or the GhostBed Luxe for a super plush feel to be able to sink in for some nice pressure relief. And finally, if you are a strict stomach sleeper, I don't think it's firm enough for you. I did feel my hips sinking into that memory foam comfort layer just a little bit, and over time that can cause aches and pains in the lower back. Now, if you are interested in purchasing a GhostBed 3D Matrix, I want to give you some of their company policies. First up is the trial period, which comes in at 101 nights. It means you can have it in your home for just over 3 months, deciding whether you want to keep it or send it back. Shipping is free. It will arrive compressed in a box, so I recommend you let it decompress for a few hours or even overnight before you sleep on it, so you get the full support and feel of the mattress. And finally, GhostBed does offer a 25-year warranty on this mattress. That's pretty impressive. Usually bed-in-a-box mattresses come with about a 10-year warranty. Of course, you want to check out exactly what that warranty covers, but the 25-year means it's built to last. So that's it for my review of the GhostBed 3D Matrix. If there's anything I didn't cover, just leave a comment below. Again, if you're interested in learning more about the other GhostBed mattresses, just Google Sleepopolis and GhostBed review. Make sure you follow us on social media so you don't miss any of our sleep news or giveaway announcements, and head to sleepopolis.com for all of your sleep needs.